All right, so welcome everyone to the very first deep dive in our Mastering Microsoft Azure Fundamentals series.
Very first one, exciting.
It is exciting. I think so many people want to get into the cloud these days, right? And Azure is such a huge player
Absolutely.
in the game.
You know, the thing that's so interesting is just like how much opportunity there is in that space right now.
Yeah, and what's so cool is we've got this AZ-900 exam, right? It's like the starting point for Azure certification.
Great.
And I was reading somewhere that getting certified can like actually lead to some pretty significant salary increases.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's always nice.
Yeah, certifications are a great way to validate your skills and, demonstrate your expertise to potential employers.
So let's just jump right into this AZ-900. What is this exam all about?
Okay, so the AZ-900 exam, it's really designed to test your fundamental understanding of cloud concepts and Microsoft Azure services.
Okay.
It covers a pretty broad range of topics. So you're going to be tested on things like cloud computing models, Azure core services, security, privacy, compliance, and even a little bit of pricing and support.
That's a lot to cover.
It is, but it's all foundational stuff that's really important.
Sure.
To know if you're going to be working with Azure.
So is it like just a regular multiple choice test or what?
Well, it does have multiple choice questions,
Okay.
but they also like to throw in some other question types.
Oh, okay. Well,
You might see drag and drop matching or even case studies.
Case studies. That's interesting.
Yeah, those are designed to really test your ability to apply what you've learned to real-world scenarios.
Oh, God, I like that.
It's not just about memorizing facts. You have to actually understand how to use the concepts.
So like what kind of case study would they give us? Like what can I expect?
So a typical case study might present you with a business problem,
Okay.
and then you'd have to choose the best Azure services to solve that problem. So it might be something like a company wants to migrate their website to the cloud, and you need to recommend the right combination of compute storage and networking services to make that happen.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really effective way to see if you can actually put the pieces together.
Right, because like I'm just thinking like studying for this exam, I might just like read a bunch of stuff, try to memorize it, but that's not going to help me in a real world situation.
Exactly. That's why those case studies are so valuable.
So I've got these different types of questions, but how is the content of the exam actually broken down?
Okay, so the AZ-900 exam is structured around three main content domains.
Okay.
The first one is cloud concepts, which makes up about 25 to 30% of the exam.
Right.
That's where you're going to learn about the different types of cloud services like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service.
Okay. I've heard those terms thrown around.
Exactly. And you'll also learn about the benefits of cloud computing, things like scalability, elasticity, and cost savings.
Sounds pretty important.
Oh, it's crucial. It's the foundation of everything else.
Okay, so that's cloud concepts. Well, what's the second domain?
The second domain is Azure architecture and services. And that's a big one. It makes up about 30 to 35% of the exam.
Wow.
This is where you're going to delve into the specific Azure services that are available.
Like what kind of services?
Well, you'll learn about compute services like virtual machines and containers.
Okay.
Storage services like Azure Blob Storage and Azure Files.
Uh-huh.
Networking services like virtual networks and load balancers.
It's a lot of stuff.
It is, but it's all really cool stuff once you start to see how it all works together.
Right, and you said there were three domains, so what's that last one?
Okay, so the third and final domain is Azure management and governance. And this one makes up about 35 to 40% of the exam.
Okay, what does governance even mean in this context?
It's all about managing your Azure resources, effectively making sure they're secure, compliant, and cost optimized.
Okay.
So you'll learn about things like role-based access control, which lets you control who has access to what resources.
You'll learn about Azure policies, which help you enforce organizational standards across your Azure environment.
Right.
And you'll learn about cost management tools that can help you track your spending and optimize your cloud usage.
Wow. So it's like you're not only learning how to build stuff in Azure, but also how to run it responsibly.
Exactly. You have to be able to manage and govern your resources if you want to be successful in the cloud.
Right. And if I want to pass this exam, so what's the passing score?
You need to get at least 700 out of 1,000.
Okay, 700, that's doable.
It is. It is. And if you don't pass on your first try, you can retake it after 24 hours.
Oh, that's good to know, because I know some certifications make you wait like a month.
Yeah, 24 hours is pretty generous.
That's nice. And I was looking at the website earlier, and I saw that they offer the AZ-900 in so many different languages.
Oh, yeah. It's available in a ton of languages.
I mean, I saw English, Spanish, French, German, of course, but then they had Japanese, Korean, Arabic, even Indonesian.
Wow.
Azure's clearly a global thing. Absolutely, and that's a really good sign for anyone looking to build a career in the cloud.
Yeah, for sure. And if I wanted to actually register for this exam, how would I do that?
It's super easy. You just go to the Microsoft website, find the exam details page for the AZ-900, and there'll be a link to register right there.
Okay, cool. And is there anything else that Microsoft offers to help people prepare for the exam?
Actually, there is. They have a really cool interactive exam demo.
What is that?
It basically simulates the real exam experience so you can get familiar with the format, the different question types, and the timing.
Well, that's really helpful
Yeah, it's a great way to reduce test anxiety and just get comfortable with the whole process.
because I've definitely been in situations where I knew the material, but the exam format itself threw me off.
Exactly. That's why this demo is so valuable. It helps you avoid any surprises on exam day.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
I highly recommend checking it out.
So to wrap things up here, for anyone listening who's thinking about getting Azure certified, it sounds like the AZ-900 is a really good place to start.
It definitely is.
Covers the fundamentals, has a variety of question types to test your knowledge, and Microsoft provides some great resources to help you prepare.
And the best part is the knowledge you gain will be incredibly valuable as you start your journey into the world of Azure.
Yeah, so I guess the big question now is, what are you most excited to learn about as we dive deeper into Azure?
Honestly, I'm really fascinated by the serverless computing capabilities of Azure. It's such a game changer for developers, and I can't wait to explore it further.
Yeah, that feels pretty cool.
What about you? What are you most excited about?
I think for me, I'm really intrigued by the AI and machine learning capabilities of Azure.
Oh, yeah,
Like the potential there seems just massive.
it is huge.
So I'm really looking forward to learning more about how we can use Azure to build intelligent applications.
Well, I think we've got a lot to cover in this series.
We do.
So let's get started.
Awesome. Let's dive in.